unchecked, Coach said. We don't want them to get up and get over 20 or 30 rebounds on us. And to do that, we got to check it out each time. Guys, easier said than done.
Yes, got it.
Thank you for that, Doris. Here's Jackson. From in the screen. Jackson passes to Drummond. And he goes in for the dunk.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-handed program.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
It's a pick by Love. Here's Daniel. A three-pointer is right on target. Big Daddy's got 14.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know,
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor, isolate up top. Spacing. Spacing.
I gotta start going for fadeaways.
And now let's have a look at the NBA's top snipers. Shooting guards with the highest point territory over the last month. Freak is second. And, of course, J.R. Smith.
You don't have to be a great shooter to play two guard, but it does help. And pretty much all of these guys fit into that great category.
Yeah, that's safe to say. I mean, these guys don't know the meaning of cold streaks. They're either hot, red hot, or sizzling. Those are the kind of shooters they are from downtown.
Hey.
Daniel. Clock at 6. And stolen by Drummond. Jackson with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
And equally as impressive, the playmaking. Just sensational. The way he was seeing the court and making the game easy for his teammates.
Pass to Daniel. And there's a minute 45 left in the first quarter of the game. And it's off from three-point range.
So far on the glass, it hasn't even been close.
Yeah, they're taking it to him. It feels like they've gotten every loose ball.
The Cavaliers trail by 10. It's tipped. Johnson against Moore. Johnson dishes to Jackson. Here's Drummond, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Drummond's got 15 points. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Detroit.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight. And that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
4 on the shot clock. Here's Daniel. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 16.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
To the inside. Mozgov. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive. And it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Detroit leading by 12. Johnson kicks to Meeks. Johnson, the pass to Jackson. No good off the front iron.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whips on it.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Pistons lead by 12. Well, not exactly a close game. Both teams making substitutions here. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Daniel in at shooting guard. Kyle Quinn out there with Kevin Love. Then there's J.R. Smith. And it's Irving in at the point guard position. This is on the floor for the Cavaliers.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game. And that's helped them stake this lead.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here's Daniel. Misses off the right eye.
After that great first quarter from outside, he's cooled down here.
It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew.
Yes, I still got the badge. still got the badge. I'm surprised. I still got fadeace.
Nice. So you got that with bronze.
I got the badge within 5 minutes of my recording. That was quick.
Let's go, puppy.
There we go, fadeace and gold.
Gold?
Mm-hmm.
Gold fadeace?
No, gold fadeace. I upgraded it. Yeah, look at that. Now the pull up from the fade. Skirt.
Oh, the fadeaway. That's the fadeace,
Yeah.
Right?
Post fade. I got that MJ. I mean, I could have gone there by doing this because it's hard to block. But I'm gonna stick with my MJ. Like skirt, no, it's not a lot. Like skirt. Ooh. Let's go. Next thing I might get is Deadeye. Wait, for Deadeye, don't even shoot right here. I mean, I have limitless range, but it's not gonna be enough. I think I need to shoot different from like right here, like that. I'm gonna be straight breaking. Why can't I do that in freaking? Why can I not do it in my? Yeah, why can I not do that in the next game? It's messed up.
Oh, it's the Knicks.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. For the Cavaliers, they're a team that no one wants to face right now. With just one loss in the last 10 games, they'll be tough to beat. And as we reach the midway point, Kenny, still a lot of games left on the schedule. How do players cope with the wear and tear their bodies go through?
Well, a lot of times when you're mentally or physically tired, you know, you could sit there and all of a sudden you misquote things, you missay things here on the analyst desk. On the basketball court, that's turnover.
Start to take a toll.
No. Second 2 games doesn't.
He's off. Stub my toe.
That's cool.
In this game as the New York Knicks play this one at home. We're all set to bring you NBA action with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Quinn comes in for Kevin Love. And Big Daddy subbed in for Randall. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Daniel in a 2-guard. Tristan Thompson is out there. Kyle Quinn, Lynch Smith, and it's Irving at the point guard position. And good on the basket. Booking.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Here's Big Daddy coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. And that one's good.
And he came off that screen, and then he just didn't get over the top of them.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
For the New York Knicks, they coming off a good outing against the Raptors.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
Shumpert, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Irving passes to Daniel. The screen from Thompson. From deep. No good from Daniel.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by...
Yo, what's up, baby? I still lock the bag, Road Dog. What's up, baby? Yo, AB, can you get on? Here, bro, can you get on? Getting online, getting online. Yo, I got fades. Yeah. Bro. Fades.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Our game tonight featuring the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Boston Celtics. Looking at Boston, they've played well of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games. Tonight, an opportunity to continue that trend. One of the fun players to watch tonight, Isaiah Thomas. He was the last player selected from his draft class of 2011. But, Shaq, I bet GMs want to redo on that one, man. He can just dominate games offensively.
You know, he's not really tall. He's 6'something, not above 6'4", but this guy's fearless. You know, his speed and quickness of the release of the shot, he can get a shot anytime. And what I really like about him, he's gritty. He'll fight you.
If he's more than 5'11", I'd be surprised. But when he gets in the zone, he's one of the most difficult players to handle. He could take over a game, Ernie. His quickness, his speed, just all-around offensive prowess.
Is he anything like the other Isaiah Thomas?
No, he's different. The original, the OG Isaiah Thomas was very, I would say, a leader, more of a leader. He's more a lead guard. Get it? He likes to score. This guy led the team.
Nice. You gotta, when you're in my court,
you got the Shaq seal of approval.
Yes.
What more can you want? It's almost game time.
I got the shield. Get it?
And look for something that has like shirts. Yeah, I'm gonna show you like a bunch of shirts.
We get a glimpse of the beautiful light shining down on Quincy Market in downtown Boston. 2K Sports checks in with their loyal viewers with the broadcast from Boston, the home of the Celtics. Working at Boston, they took the win in their last game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have...
You have to unlock that through your connections.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, their last game a loss to the Knicks in New York.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooter. They didn't defend the shooter like they should have. Once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
Here's Thomas, 11 feet away. It's hauled in by Fry. Cavaliers trailing, and here comes Smith leading the fast break. And he makes good on the layup. Smith's got 5.
The defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
For Kyrie Irving. He's putting up about 20 points per game, 7 assists and 3 rebounds. He gets so much, but his ability to lead the way with his scoring, probably his best attribute.
An offensive powerhouse. He can just beat you in so many ways. Got to give it up for him. Much love.
And Cleveland making a change here. Calderon's checked in. Here's Smart. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Hits it from 3-point range. Thomas got his first 3 points of the game.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Here's Daniel, and another 3 for Cleveland.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Sullinger, the screen. Nice job coming off that screen. And the Celtics lead by 2. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Daniel. The rebound by the Celtics.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the board for them.
Yeah, +5. As you mentioned, that didn't take very long, did it?
LeBron dishes to Smart. He tries for 3, and again, Boston with the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the 3s in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Here's Daniel, another 3 for Cleveland.
Yeah, gutsy shot to come right back.
I can say that Deadeye does counter a lot of these defensive assists to a certain extent. But keep in mind, perimeter lockdown defenders, they neutralize.
Getting with the 3 of his own.
Well, we've seen it before. He doesn't have any problem trading shots with anybody.
Calderon against Thomas. Just 5 to shoot. Releases. Here's Sullinger, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Mickey's checked in for the Celtics. And Cleveland with a change here too. Moore's checked in. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Calderon passes to Daniel. They set the pick from deep 3-point range. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And really the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Sullinger outside. Sullinger the screen. Smart kicks to Sullinger. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Sullinger's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Outside Thomas. Sullinger the screen. Thomas, no good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Daniel. Mickey grabs the board.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Sullinger is screen on Calderon. Thomas dishes to Crowder. Sullinger throws it down with the quick putback jam.
He was a man on a mission down there. He wouldn't stop pursuing the ball until he got it up and through the rim. Well done.
Here's Big Daddy. 17 points for him last game against the Knicks in New York.
out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
And Greg, it's been hard to watch. I mean, you can see his frustration. He's actually looking forward to the end of this period so he can have a fresh start for the next one.
Smart misses. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game. They get it again.
Yo, you serious? I break his ankles, big banana.
Passes it to Daniel. Lets it go from deep.
Oh my God, 2K, man. This game is so trash.
Here's O'Quinn. And
God, bro, I hate this goddamn game, bro. This game is so goddamn trash. Why was this game ever invented?
Finally, that one's good.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Thomas outside. The long distance. Thomas got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Celtics. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No short.
Trash-ass game.
And Amir Johnson re-signed in Toronto. He's been a big part of this team for years, and he talked about their great fan support in Toronto.
Almost like a soccer atmosphere.
Out of fans out the border in the U.S.
Whole game.
Look now for Cleveland. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Thompson. Smith comes in for Randall. And Big Daddy subbed in for Ejuan Moore. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Jay Crowder out there with LeBron James. And it's Ortiz in at the 5 down low. That's the Boston 5.
Great job from behind the arc this quarter. I mean, shooting just under 60% for the game. I mean, that's smoking.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Knicks put forth a nice effort. He dropped in 17 points and was effective from long range as he got that scoring line by dropping in a good amount of threes. Performances like this have been the norm this season, it seems, as he is enjoying a breakout year. The franchise feels pretty smart now, guys.
All right, Doris, well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game?
Guys, it's tricky, you know, because when you look as hard as he did in that game, you tend to be a little worn down. But on the other hand, he also has to be feeling terrific in terms of confidence about the state of his game.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yo, I hate this game, bro.
Exactly right. I mean, I'd say mentally he's in peak condition, while physically he could probably use a recharge.
This game can burn hell for us.
High arcing shot. Missed that one. Still looking for his shot. Just 2 for 9. The 3. The shot missed.
Doing some dumbass stuff.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Brooklyn Nets at Barclays Center. And for Brooklyn, 6 wins in their last 10 games. They'd like to play even better. Tonight, a chance to add to their win total. Tonight we're watching Kyrie Irving, former #1 pick overall. That's a lofty level of expectation to live up to, Kenny, but he's matched the hype surrounding him.
Yeah, he can hurt you from a lot. becoming that natural passer, it makes this team almost unstoppable.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, up day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. They came away with the victory in their last meeting. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here. Mills with it. He's picked up by Irving. And Young, here we go. The game now all tied.
You know, that part of the floor, guys, is more or less his real sweet spot, right in his wheelhouse.
Cleveland gets it back. Thompson dishes to Irving. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's now 8 points for Kyrie Irving. Screen by Young. And here's Mills in the game against Toronto. Very impressive.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Irving passes to Daniel. Deep, and that one's good.
And what a move, guys. I mean, absolutely embarrassing him out there right now.
Well, that's an ankle breaker, Greg. You know that. And then he calmly knocked it down. Sweet.
And Mills kicks to Thornton. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
On me. You didn't see what he was doing?
Brooklyn with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Lopez a screen, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Oh, that's a close call there on the illegal screen.
But I'd go along with it, Greg. I mean, it didn't look like his feet were set to me.
Here's Big Daddy. He's guarded by Thornton. And stolen by Thornton.
My God, man.
In transition, here come the Nets. Thornton's got the ball, and he gets it to go. Bogdanovich has got his first 2 points.
Crisp pass into the paint.
Pass to Daniel. Here's the three. Another three for Cleveland.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
Now here's Mills. He's covered by Irving. Thompson against Lopez. Good D by Thompson. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Larry Drew. And Doris, what'd you find out?
He said they've really got their work cut out for them dealing with a player like Kevin Love, saying he's a 25 points per game scorer and can just dominate the glass. Defensively, you just can never leave him open. No open shots. Get a body on him the second a shot goes up. He knows it's easier said than done, but guys, that's the game plan.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Big Daddy. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Boston.
Phoenix is trapped, bro. There's nothing.
Mills with it. He's picked up by Irving. The dish to Mills. Young in the corner. Shot clock at 5. And the basket by Thornton.
Good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Cavaliers.
Oh my God, hurry up and skip. I want to see this.
I want everyone here in the Barclays Center to welcome to the court, your next dancer.
Skip this. I want to see this.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Kyrie Irving. He's averaging 20 points, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
Absolutely. I mean, he has those real natural scoring instincts. The ability to find creases in the defense, just fantastic.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Spates comes in for Brook Lopez. And Jarrett Jack is subbed in for Patty Mills. And Jack kicks to Spates. The Nets working the ball around now. And Jack, here we go. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
What hand? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Here's Daniel.
Yo, 2K, man.
And again, unable to change momentum here. They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah, you like groove, don't you?
I do. Let's groove tonight, Kevin. Matter of fact, let's just stay in the attack mode that we're seeing from these guys. They're getting whatever they want.
It's a pick by Love. And another.
Who's in my stream? Comment down. Comment. Trash ass goddamn game, bro. Trash ass game.